what are you finding? I mean, hey, you're like you're digging into this whole AI world. What's going on? What are you noticing? What's changing?
Have you noticed my posts have a lot of AI in them? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yes. I'm like, whoa, Simon's got the whole AI cartoon thing down pat.
um, yeah, no, it's been interesting. Like I'm trying to post more, trying to, fill some gaps a little bit more because I'm like, obviously I'm not posting enough for people to actually recognize what I'm doing. So I'm like, well, might as well give it a try. So I'm just putting in prompts. I've made my own assistant on with my own GPT
Really?
and a personal GPT, yeah, and I call him Sam, and I'm like, hey Sam, good morning Sam, can you do this for me? And yeah, it's been popping out um, some decent content. So,
Nice.
often I'll be like, change this or do this instead. But yeah, like AI is the way to go, and if we don't accept we're going to be left behind. So
Well,
I'm
yeah, and I think, AI is it's become a beast, eh? And I think here's what I find with AI. I find that it's not going to replace everything, but it's going to replace a lot of stuff. It already has. I look at my business and I can tell you right now, AI has replaced a lot of stuff, but I think that's just the way it's stuff that a human doesn't need to do anymore. I kind of think back to typewriters. Computers took over that, and now we don't need typewriters, right? So,
Yep.
or let's not talk about Kodak, right? For example. So,
I
you
mean,
know,
it's another tool, right? It's another tool to use in your tool belt. And honestly, like it's the way to embrace where everything's going.
yeah.
It's helped me out big time. Like, even with like my own posts, like not just social media, but like letters that I'm sending out to clients and things like that. Like it's definitely helped. Like it's helped me grow, like get better at things that I'm not necessarily great at. Like I've never been one for, creating Word documents and things like that. Like it's not my forte. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think too, the neat thing is you can actually tell it what you want it to be. So we were putting together a bit of a project for some stuff we were doing, and we basically said, hey, as a social media expert with a specialty in this, and this, and you really understand this, and this, I need you to develop a plan for A, B, and C. So once you tell it what it is, then off it goes. And that's how it works. And it's like you have to learn how to speak AI language, right? Otherwise, it
yep.
comes with a whole bunch of gibberish, and you don't even know really what it's coming back with, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be direct conversation, like direct commands,
Yeah.
and you have to be as precise as possible. Like often, sometimes it's almost like I'm spending more time just feeding it commands, but I'm getting exactly what I want, and then the graphic pulls out and it's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the post that I did with Oktoberfest, I really like that caricature. I'm like, put me in some later hosen.
Oh no. Oh no. Thank God you stopped it later, hosting. Oh no. I'm sure everyone who's watching this video thought the same thing. Just saying, Simon. I'm just saying, buddy, okay? Well, and I've had situations where I want to spout off on an email. Someone has sent me something, and old Steven would unload on email, get in trouble, lose friends, the whole bit. When now I can go to AI and be like, hey, this is my situation. This is my personality type. I want to I hate this person. Can you give me a nice email to express this without me getting in a lot of trouble? And it seems to really it keeps me with more friends, Simon. Let's just say that. I have more friends because of AI because I'm not spouting off on
Oh,
email.
oh, that's good.
It's
I, I find I find I'm actually trying to be more of myself. So
yeah,
I'm telling it like be funny, be witty, like like I I just don't care anymore. Honestly, like it's if you don't like working with me, I don't want to work with you either.
Simon,
So
you've
you don't
reached
like
that
it,
age, my friend. Welcome to the club.
goodbye. Like I don't have time for this.
Hey, that's my line. I've got time for this. That's my line. I've got time for this. I got other stuff to do. Come on, man. Just get this die. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the club. Oh man, what have you noticed with any market trends the last couple of weeks? I've noticed some stuff. I'm curious. Have you noticed any shifts, trends, whatever, especially going in the long weekend?
Um, well, I'm definitely a little bit busier with buyers. I've been
Interesting.
going out a little bit more. But again, I'm seeing a lot of stuff out there that is still overpriced, sitting overpriced, and agents don't want to reduce the price. And sellers, you know, so things are sitting.
But how
Beautiful
much is
homes are
that?
empty.
How much of that is agents, and how much of that is the seller? You think?
I think it's a bit of both.
Okay.
Sometimes, like, because there's still, it's not their reputation, but it's, you don't want to be the agent that told them, hey, I'm going to get you 650, and all of a sudden you're coming in at six. Like, you don't want to be that agent that lost him 50,000, right? But I mean, that's just where we are right now. Like, things are sitting, it's either you're going to sell it or it's going to sit.
Yeah.
Like, there's a property I was looking at yesterday. I won't say the address or anything like that, but it's been listed a bunch of times. They've held offers twice, and they still haven't had what they want. So, they've tried to some different pricing. They've even changed the commission on the listing for the agent, and it's like fishing. So they're fishing for an offer, but they don't want to accept what it's actually listed at.
Did they
But
get any
that's
offers
probably
during their offer day?
so they didn't get any offers on their offer day at the low price, and they don't want to accept offers at that price. So
So here we are. Like,
I'm
I don't.
like, I'm like, I don't know. I told my clients, I'm like, listen, I'm like, I don't really know what their expectations are because they came in at 630. They didn't get any offers. They weren't holding offers at that price. Now they're holding offers at 599, but didn't get any offers. So where are we supposed to go here?
You said something really interesting. You said when I asked you, what's the reason for the price not dropping? You said it's a combination of agent, seller, but sometimes the agent has said or promised they would get X number of dollars.
Yep.
Is that something you're seeing where agents are, I believe the term is buying the listing and promising
Oh,
something?
definitely 100%. So I did a CMA last year for a potential client, a lead. I did a home evaluation. I went over, and they wanted $1 million. And I told them, I'm like, hey, buddy, I can't get you $1 million. I'll be honest. I said, I'd rather, be honest with you right now, and instead of disappointing you later, I said I can probably get you about 850, and that's being generous.
Okay.
Okay. And then he tried to sell me on his furniture and that kind of stuff. And, I don't work at the brick, so I'm not a
Yeah.
furniture dealer. I don't care about your furniture. And most people won't either. They won't buy it. So, anyways, it was just listed over 100 days ago with an agent out of Mississauga. And it was listed for 975. And I've seen the price go from 975 to 950 to 925. Now it's listed at 850, but it's been on the market for 100 days. So they've just dropped over 100 grand and just put this huge like stigma on their house that there's an issue. Well, it looks like it's been overpriced, that the agent doesn't know what he's doing. So, key right now is marketing and price correctly.
I think,
Um,
and understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, your real estate agent is not making up numbers and pulling them out of the sky. A CMA is a competitive market analysis. This is what the market will tolerate
yeah.
for the sale price of your home. And the other thing I heard you say there, you got to have an agent, in my humble opinion, who understands the market. Now, to be fair, was the Mississauga agent, do they live in Kitchener, the whole, but I don't know if that's the case or not, but we got to have an understanding of the market, right? Do you know what's around you? And I think
Yeah.
that's important. Maybe that's why that guy is there, and that's yeah, I get it. I hear these stories, right?
Yeah. And I mean, hey, you know what? I say this about pricing and and I won't toot my own horn because I have two listings that are sitting right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking at them every day and I'm wondering where else can I go? I can't keep dropping it because but they're sitting as well, but they're condos. So I know the condo market, there's only been, you know, in the area that we're selling, there's only been in the last like 9 sales in the last month. So actually in Kitchener, in the one bedroom condo, that size, it looked like there was only about 10 sales in the last month. So, and there's like over 100 listings. So there's a lot of inventory out there, a lot of competition, and yeah, you need to stand out, have a good price, and not start too high. So, I mean,
But if you're a buyer, I don't know. Does this not smell like opportunity a little bit?
I wish I had buyers coming out of my, it's like, where do you want to go next? Like, there's this one, there's this one, there's this one. I'm still hearing of, people missing out on losing on properties right now because of whole like the bidding wars and all that. But if you look at something that needs a bit of work, it's been on the market for a little bit, 30 days or more, so much opportunity out there.
Yeah.
So much opportunity.
Yeah. Well, I think too, it's when we're talking about real estate agents, I think the new thing out there, what's old is new again, is sometimes the art of negotiation as well. And I think if there's a buyer who's interested in your listing, as long as they're being kind of sort of reasonable, negotiate. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Simon, but if you got a place on that's been listed for 100 days and you get a very reasonable offer with great terms, I think you got to negotiate and consider it instead of shutting it down. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't like to let anything die in my hands. I always either send it back with a sign back or, some kind of verbal negotiation because I don't like to have things die in my hand. But at the same time, like people need to be realistic here. I
Yeah.
mean, if we're selling something at 400, don't come in with an offer of 300. I'm not going to accept that.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that, can I ask a question? Like, because I've heard of some of this happening. I've heard they're asking 800. We're going in at, 7, like stuff like that. Is that, is that a no-no? Like, is that, it's not ethics, but it's just like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, don't do that. Like, is
No,
that kind of like regarded as like, just don't do that? Like, how is that viewed?
I mean, you might get lucky in some spots, but I mean, you don't want to piss people off. Like it feels like right now it feels like there's buyers out there that are out for blood. It's like the sharks are in the water. And like yeah, I'd love to get my clients a deal, but at the same time we need to be realistic. Just like we could say the same thing about the opposite. During COVID when everyone was like, "Well, it's got to be 200 over asking." You got to do 150 over asking or don't even come to the table. Well, if market value doesn't dictate 200 over asking, why am I offering 200 over asking?
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's kind of probably how things got inflated.
Yeah, I mean and that's the thing. It's all about people don't understand. It's all about comparable sales. Comparable sales. What has sold? And when I say comparable, like literally, what is comparable to your house? And I know, Simon, man, you even asked me. My house is special. Nobody else has what my house has. But that's the problem. It is an emotional attachment. I know everyone else has what I have, but yeah, fine, whatever, right? Ask my wife. We live in the Taj Mahal. But no debating it, right?
Well, you're
So
using those gold nails, right? Like those big gold nails, and
absolutely,
it
absolutely. Hey, remember my background's Italian, man. More bling, baby. More gold bling, right? So you saw me in high school. I had the gold bracelet, the gold necklace, the
Now
the
you say
cross.
it You say Italian. Do you have the plastic on the furniture just to keep it
So
safe?
that's a really good question. I'm glad you brought that up to clear that up. My mom, I don't know if she listens to this, but if she does, I might get disinvited from Christmas. She still does. I grew up with plastic. I have tough skin because I would sit on plastic in the middle of summer in shorts, and I'm pretty sure I left a layer on the couch of skin. Okay. But I am a progressive Italian because I married someone who is not and refuses to keep the plastic industry in business. So, yeah, I let me tell you, it's that hype, it's real.
Oh, I know
It's
it's real.
real.
Trust me. I grew up in Cambridge. I've got some Portuguese friends, and it was like the upstairs was a showroom, and everyone lived in the basement.
Yeah,
Even the house that I grew up in, when my parents bought the house, it was a Portuguese family that lived upstairs,
yeah.
and the whole upstairs was like a showroom. The carpet was like brand new because the son, whenever he'd go upstairs, he'd have to crawl and not walk on the actual carpet. So
I get
it's
it.
totally real.
I enjoy vacuum lines on the carpet. I use Windex, and every time I buy something, I have a new laptop coming today. Every time I buy something, yes, I wrap it in something. Something. Got to protect it, right? I save the boxes. Right. Having said that, again, maybe I might get a disinvited from my marriage, but my wife bounces things everywhere. Phones, her paint, not covered in plastic. Just saying. I might be single in a minute or two, but we'll see. So anyway. All right, man.